Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing my predictions for the Oscars, the 88th Oscars, who I think is going to win the awards during the Oscars. So I'm basically going to go. Basically, the way I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be saying the category. I'm going to say who is nominated, or what's nominated, etc. Then at the end, I'm going to say who I think is going to win. I may say as well other contenders, but at the very end, I will say who I definitely think will win for the Oscar for that award. A list of the winners or my predictions of the winners will be down below for those who want to check it out. In the description below. And yeah, so I'm gonna be doing this backwards from. I'm on the Wikipedia page, so I'm gonna be doing this backwards from best visual effects, and just work my way up to best picture. So yeah, so for best visual effects, we have Ex Machina. We have Mark Williams, Artington, Sarah Bennett, Paul Norris, and Andrew Whitehurst for Ex Machina. We have Mad Max Fury Road with Andrew Jackson, Dan Oliver, Andy Williams, and Tom Wood. We have The Martian with Anders Landers, Chris Lawrence, Richard Stammers, and Steve Warner. We have The Revenant with Richard McBride, Matt Shumay, Jason Smith, and Cameron Waldors, and Star Wars The Force Awakens with Chris Corbett, Roger Guillot, Paul Cavan, and Neil Scanian. And just to go over the movies one more time, Ex Machina, Mad Max, The Martian, The Revenant, and Star Wars The Force Awakens. Who do I think is going to win for Best Visual Effects? Star Wars The Force Awakens, no doubt. I mean, yeah, The Martian I think also win. I think The Martian and Star Wars The Force Awakens are the top two contenders for this category for best visual effects. Ex Machina, did it have visual effects? Yes, but it's really just to switch Alicia or change Alicia Vikander from a human to a robot. And although that is impressive, there's not enough. I'm surprised the guy actually got recognition for something though. Mad Max Fury Road, that one was more practical effects, in my opinion. So they are visually astounding, but you know, maybe you saw my interview with Dean Lyon a couple weeks ago, you'd understand where I'm coming from. So yeah, and he explains that there's a difference between practicality and the actual CGI. So yeah, and although that was impressive, it's not visual. It's not technically visual effects. Just look at the interview, okay? Um, the Revenant. I'm surprised this one got nominated for best visual effects. Um, I didn't really think I had any, but okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Star Wars: The Force Awakens on best visual effects. Now on to best film editing. We have Hank Corwin for The Big Short, Margaret Sixel for Mad Max Fury Road, Stephen Miron for The Revenant, Tom McArland for Spotlight, and Marion Brandon and Mary Jo Markey for Star Wars: The Force Awakens. First off, I'm surprised The Big Short got nominated for one award, let alone 5 awards, one of them including Best Picture this year, because I thought that was a piece of fucking shit. The Big Shit. So, I don't think The Big Short's gonna win jack shit this year, so don't expect me to say The Big Short unless I'm saying that they got nominated for this, okay? Um, Best film editing would have to go to Mad Max Fury Road. The Revenant could probably steal that one though. I could see The Revenant winning this one as well, but I'd have to go with Mad Max Fury Road for best film editing. I could see Star Wars also like taking it, and yeah, could The Big Shit win best film editing? It's complete. Here's the thing: film editing wise, it is completely different from the rest of the films that are on this list. I could see the Academy being like, oh, but it's really different because sometimes it just goes from handheld or some shit like this to another type of shit. It switches styles. It's really artistic or some shit like that. So I can see The Big Shit winning that too, but I really want Mad Max Fury Road to win. Okay? Next up, Best Costume Design. We have Sandy Powell for Carol, Sandy Powell for Cinderella, Paco Delgado for The Danish Girl, Jenny Bavine for Mad Max Fury Road, and Jacqueline West for The Revenant. Okay, so this one's interesting because you have Sandy Powell who's nominated for 2 movies. So she has a more likelihood to win, though just because of that doesn't mean she is gonna win. For me, I'd have to go with the Revenant on this one. Jacqueline West for the Revenant, because that was just incredible. I mean, I think the best thing they had to do is just make Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, sure, great performance, but it wouldn't. I think one of the things that made his performance better is the fact that it made him look hurt and tattered and shredded to shit from the bear attack. So I think that's why the Revenant should win Best Costume Design. I could see Cinderella winning. I kind of want Cinderella to win at the same time, but I feel like the Revenant's gonna win this one. Could I be wrong? Yeah, it's a prediction, but whatever. Now, best makeup and hairstyle. First off, we have the 100-year-old man who climbed out a window and disappeared. And the makeup and hairstylist are Love Larson and Ava Von Bar. We have Mad Max. And the makeup and hairstylist are Leslie Vanderwalt, Elka Weirdak, and Damon Martin. And last but not least, we have the Revenant with Sion Gig, Duncan Jarman, and Robert Pandini. Just to go over it again, Mad Max, Fury Road to the Revenant, and the 100-year-old man who climbed out a window and disappeared. First off, who the fuck names their movie that? Okay, I just want to see that movie just because of the title, first off. Okay, but best makeup and hairstyle, I'd have to go with Mad Max on this one. I mean, sure. The Revenant, like in this type of production, like the costume and the makeup, the Revenant is a bit more costume, whereas Mad Max is a bit more makeup. They're a little bit more makeup and hairstyle centered. So I think this one would go to Mad Max. I haven't seen the 100-year-old man who climbed out a fucking window and fucking disappeared. So I don't know about that one. So could that one win? I'd be surprised. That'd be fucking hilarious just to gonna say the title. But I think Mad Max is gonna win this one. Now, best cinematography. So you have Ed Lockman for Carol, Robert Richardson for The Hateful Eight, John Seal for Mad Max Fury Road, Emmanuel Lebezki for The Revenant, and Roger Deakins for Sicario. Okay, so Roger Deakins, probably one of the better known cinematographers. Most of these are better known cinematographers. I've heard of Ed Lockman, who did Carol, and Emmanuel Lebezki, who did The Revenant. So I think those are the top three choices for cinematographers. But who I think is actually going to win? Who do I think is actually going to... I'm going to go with Emmanuel Lebezki for The Revenant. I would say Sicario, but I just feel like the cinematography in The Revenant adds a little bit something to the coldness of The Revenant. Whereas in Sicario, I felt like, yeah, the cinematography is there. Doesn't really add anything to the story, in my opinion. So yeah, I just felt like The Revenant should win for best cinematography. So yeah. Okay, just making sure this is written down. I'm sorry, I'm just literally writing down this list as we go on. Okay, now best production design. We have Renee D'Angelo, Burnham Henrik, and Adam Stockhausen for Bridge of Spies. Ava Stewart and Michael Standish for The Danish Girl. Colin Gibson and Lisa Thompson for Mad Max Fury Road. Arthur Max and Celia Bobach for The Martian. And Jack Fisk and Hamish Purdy for The Revenant. So best production design, Bridge of Spies, Danish Girl, Mad Max, Fury Road, The Martian, or The Revenant. Who do I think is going to win? Best production design. I'm not going to lie, what the fuck does production design? Like the sets? I'm not going to lie, I think I'm forgetting what production design fucking means. I haven't seen The Danish Girl, so I could take that one out instantly. Bridge of Spies, I thought it was a good movie, okay? It should be nominated for a few awards, I guess. It's Steven Spielberg, so people are gonna nominate it just off that, but I know. I felt like the sets in Bridge of Spies were kind of just like that, just sets made up in a studio. They look good, yes, but I just kind of felt like they were sets. So I'm gonna take out the Bridge of Spies. The Martian, it's mostly CGI, to be honest. Like the space shit is mostly CGI. I mean, sure, the NASA thing looks cool. Like some of the NASA rooms look cool. Like the rocket ship looks cool, or like where Matt Damon is stuck in looks cool. But again, some of those places look like sets, or we've seen it before. So you could take out the Martians, or between Mad Max Fury Road, which are basically it's basically a giant ass car chase, or the Revenant. Best production design. Call me, you could call me, say bias, but I'm gonna have to go with the Revenant. Yes, the Revenant was my favorite film of last year, so I am saying. So I do think it should win most of the awards it is nominated for. But yeah, I think if there's any movie here that could probably give it a run for its money, it's Mad Max Fury Road. I could see Bridge of Spies possibly winning this one, but I'd go for the Revenant on this one. So yeah, call me call me bias. I don't care. That's what I think. Okay. So next up, what do we have? Best sound mixing. We have Andy Nelson, Gary Rydstrom, and Drew Cunnin for Bridge of Spies. Chris Jenkins, Greg Rudloff, and Ben Osmo for Mad Max Fury Road. Paul Massey, Mark Taylor, and Mac Ruth for The Martian. John Taylor, Frank A. Montano, Randy Thom, and Chris Duskerdike for The Revenant. And Andy Nelson, Christopher Scarabosio, and Stuart Wilson for Star Wars: The First Awakens. Just to go over the movies one more time: Bridge of Spies, Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, and Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Okay, so best sound mixing. Best sound mixing. Here's the thing. So with sound editing and sound mixing, I don't really understand what the difference is between them. To be honest, I'm being serious. I don't just call me stupid or novice or whatever. But I really don't see what the difference is between them. So yeah, and that I never really understood why there's always like there's a one movie difference. Like in this case, it's Bridge of Spies and Sicario for the other award. So fuck it, for best sound mixing, I'd go with I'm stuck between Mad Max and Star Wars. I think it's between those two, to be honest. Um, shit. Hmm. Best sound mixing. I'm gonna go with Mad Max Fury Road on this one. Uh yeah, I guess makes sense. I guess okay if you want me to actually think what sound editing and sound mixing are, like try to find the difference, you're gonna see it right now. Mad Max Fury Road for best sound mixing. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna explain myself in a second. Um, really good. It's gonna sound really generic, but it's a mixing of the sounds. Nah, but it's like how the sounds sound within each other. If that makes sense, how one sound makes how one sound is able to be heard while another sound also be heard or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm gonna go with because you have the engines. The engines look fucking great. The engines sound great. Sorry, in the cars and shit. And whereas Star Wars, I guess it's more like not generic, but I guess as Star Wars is more stock. I guess in a sense, it's more stock sound that we've heard 1,000 times by now. So yeah, and I think, and you're gonna see who I'm gonna choose for best sound editing. So best sound editing, you have Mark A. McGinney and David White for Mad Max Fury Road, Oliver Tarney for The Martian, Martin Hernandez and Lon Bender for The Revenant, Alan Robert Murray for Sicario, and Matthew Wood for David Accord and Matthew Wood and David Accord for Star Wars: The Force Awakens. And for best film sound editing, I'm gonna go with Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Um, yeah, and that has to go with the fact that this is mostly stock, but the fact that they're able to edit into a movie and still make it feel nostalgic is really great. It's probably a really bullshit excuse, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know. Okay, so best original song, we have fuck me, Earned It by The Weeknd, I believe, right? Yeah, by The Weeknd from 50 Shades of Grey. What the fuck? Okay, so it's music and lyrics by Ahmed Balshi, also known as Belly, Stefan Mokio, Jason Dahala, Queensville, and Abel Sasafe, also known as Weekend. You have Manta Ray from Racing Extinction. Music by J. Ralph. Lyrics by Anthony Hegarty. Simple Song 3 from Youth. Music and lyrics by David Lang. Till It Happens to You from The Hunting Grounds. Music and lyrics by Lady Gaga and Diana Warren. Writings on the Wall from Spectre. Music and lyrics by Jimmy Nasaf and Sam Smith. And yo, where the fuck is Furious 7? Okay, very fast. A small rant. Furious 7 should be here. Okay, with Charlie Puth and who's the guy with Charlie Puth? Is it even Charlie Puth? I'm thinking Charlie Puth and like Ludacris or some shit like that, but it's not that. Even though Ludacris is in the film, I think. Okay. So, I haven't heard Earned It, but here's the way I see it. You have The Weeknd, Lady Gaga, and Sam Smith, three of the biggest singers right now. Okay, so you could take a Manta Ray and Simple Song 3. However, heard a lot of great things from Simple Song 3. So by that logic, you could take out Manta Ray and just put in fucking Furious 7 because that was a front runner in many people's thoughts. That was going to be front runner. But okay, so I'm not. I'm sorry. I like The Weeknd, but I'm not gonna choose something from 50 Shades of Shit. So you could take that one out in a second. By the way, I haven't heard any of the aside from one song, which is the one I'm gonna choose. I haven't heard any of these songs. Manta Ray, I haven't even heard of that movie. I haven't even heard of Race and Extinction to begin with. So fuck that. Simple Song 3. I heard of it. I've heard of the song. I haven't heard the actual song though. But no, I'm gonna take that one out. And that's what's between Lady Gaga and Sam Smith. The only one I've heard is Writings on the Wall from Spectre. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that one, Sam Smith from Spectre. Do I think Lady Gaga could win till it happens till it happens to you from The Hunting Ground? Yes, I probably should have heard all these songs right before I did this list, but fuck me. I'm gonna stick to my guts and say Writing on the Walls will win. And I mean, the last time a James Bond song was nominated, it won. So for anything else, I mean, then again, that was Adele with fucking Skyfall, and it's that was fucking. Is this supposed to be a sort of light? Yeah, just like a light right here in the middle. I just noticed. Sorry. Sun just came out, kind of, even though it was already out. But I guess it just got higher and higher and higher. So yeah, Spectre's Writing on the Wall. So yeah, Spectre Writing on the Wall for best original song. Is it writing or writings? Writings on the Wall. I actually kind of want to hear that song right now again. Just because. So best song. Let's see, original song. Okay, next up, what the hell do we have? Best original score. Thomas Newman for Bridge of Spies, Carter Burwell for Carol, Ennio I'm gonna get shit for this one, but Ennio Maricon for Hateful Eight. I'm Hispanic. I'm gonna be saying that how I think it's gonna be. I know that's more Italian, but very fast. Maricon means gay or faggot. Not saying that he is gay or faggot. I'm just saying that's my brain kind of wants to say. That's how my brain just says it. So sorry. Johansson probably has one of the coolest names I've ever seen for Sicario, and John Williams for Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Okay, I know I butchered Ennio Maricon's name. I can't say it any other way. Morricone? I mean, I guess, but I mean, because Maricon's like an A, and he's Morricone, but it sounds weird to me in my brain. So sorry if I offended anybody. It was my intentions, but that's how my brain sees it. So sorry in advance. Who do I think is gonna win? Star Wars: The Force Awakens, John Williams. I mean, need I say more? I mean, that's one of one of those things. Need I say more for this one? So so yeah, John Williams for Star Wars original score. Not gonna lie though, I'm surprised that Hateful Eight didn't get nominated for more awards. I mean, I didn't think that the movie was all that great. To be honest, I thought it was okay. Even after that, I'm still surprised that Hateful Eight didn't get as many awards as it should have. Best animated short film. We have Ben's Story, Prologue, Sanjay's Super Team, We Can't Live Without Cosmos, and World of Tomorrow. Um, yeah. The only one I've seen is Sanjay's Super Team because it came up right before The Good Dinosaur, I believe, or Inside Out, or one of those two films. So I'm gonna go with Sanjay's Super Team on that one. So it's Sanjay's. I think it's like one of the few attempts of diversity they had this year. I mean, sure, the kid's Indian, and I think the team behind it is Indian as well. It's one of the few snippets of diversity they had this year. So, yeah, I don't know. Next up, we have Best Live Action Short. We have Ave Maria, Day One, Everything Will Be Okay, Shok, and Stutterer. I'm gonna go with Shok on this one. Haven't seen any of these short films. I'm just going off on a limb here. So yeah, I'm just going off on a limb here. So I'm gonna go with Shok. Who the fuck? I'll be shocked if something else wins. I don't fucking know. Best documentary short subject. Body Team 12, Chow Beyond the Lines, Cloud Losman, Spectre of Showa, A Girl in the River, The Prince of Forgiveness, and Last Day of Freedom. I'm gonna go with Body Team 12. I've heard some good things about that movie or short film or whatever. So I'm just gonna go with Body Team 12. So yeah. So Body Team 12 for documentary short, I guess. Best documentary feature, full length. Okay, so we have Amy, Cartel Land, The Look of Silence, What Happened, Miss Simone, A Winter on Fire, Ukraine's Fight for Freedom. So I've heard of three of these films. I've heard of Amy. I saw Amy. I was about to see Cartel Land on TV. This one was weird though, because with Beasts of No Nations, I know that one's not a documentary, but Cartel Land came on TV, okay, and somehow that one gets nominated, and I'm pretty sure it had a few screenings in theaters, but so did Beast of No Nation. I'm just thinking it's like some kind of double bias here, more racism to add. I mean, then again, Cartel Land's more on the Hispanic people, but I guess looking at them negatively, I guess, because it's like the cartel. So I'm just gonna wondering on how that worked out. Because Cartel Land was a TV movie, if I'm not mistaken, or that's how most of the people I know saw it. They said, yeah, it's a TV movie originally, and then it got maybe closer towards Academy Award season. It got a few screenings around the nation and a few select theaters. So I'm thinking, then the same shit happened with Beast of No Nation. So yeah. So there's Amy that I've heard of, Cartel Land, which I've heard of, and What Happened to Miss Simone, which I heard of. Which one do I think is gonna win? Amy. Why? It was a great documentary in my opinion. So I think Amy for best best documentary. So I mean, I definitely that one deserves to win. I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised if something else wins. Kind of. So yeah, sorry if this light is really distracting right now. So yeah, now best foreign language film we have from Colombia, Embrace of the Serpent. From France, Mustang. From Hungary, Son of Saul. From Jordan, Thebe. From Denmark, A War. Okay, so this is where I get a bit controversial, I guess. My part of my family's probably gonna kill me for my decision right now, but I'm gonna say Son of Saul from Hungary. Okay, that's why I think is gonna win. Okay, now the reason I say most of my family is probably gonna kill me right now is because I'm not choosing the Colombian nomination. If you guys didn't know, I am part Colombian. I'm Colombian from my mom's side of the family, Peruvian from my dad's side of the family, and this is the first time Colombia's been nominated for in the best foreign language category, for Embrace of a Serpent. And like in the past 50 something years, they've been sending nominations. This is the first time they've ever been nominated They've been on the short list. Like forget shortlist. They never even made it on the short list to begin with. They were just like not nominated. Let alone the December shortlist. This is the first time they actually even they got nominated. They got past the shortlist. They got past the nominations. So I'm probably gonna my family's probably gonna give me shit for not choosing Colombia. But here's the thing: I haven't heard any good things from any movie. Like I haven't seen anything good. The only one I've heard of is Son of Saul. And I've heard a lot of good things from Son of Saul. I've searched up the movie, but I haven't really been able to get that many reviews. Same thing with the one from France, Jordan, and Denmark. Same thing with Mustang Thief and A War. I've seen a few reviews where it's either in that native language, and I can read Spanish, for the most part, or they're just like really basic info, like, oh yeah, it's good, or yeah, it's bad, or some shit like that. So yeah, but the one from Hungary is the one I'm seeing a lot of buzz around. So I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to betray my nation or my heritage, I guess, and go with Son of Saul, and go with Hungary on this one. Um, I'm gonna get shit for that one. If Colombia wins, I'm definitely gonna get shit for it. I want Colombia to win, but it's like what I want versus what I believe. Okay, so that's like there's a difference. I want it to win, but who do I think? But I don't think it has a chance. So yeah, that's the thing. Next up, we have Best Animated Feature Film. We have Anomalisa. Anomalisa, Boy and the World, Inside Out, Shaun the Sheep, and When Marnie Was There. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised Shaun the Sheep got nominated for this award. I thought it was an okay movie. I gave it like 6 out of 10. I'm like, yeah, it's an okay movie. But then I see that it has like 100% on Rotten fucking Tomatoes, or like 99 or some shit like that. It's got it's got critical praise galore. I'm like, the fuck? That's a good movie. It's an okay movie, but there's some pretty boring ass shit throughout the movie. So I'm surprised Shaun the Sheep got nominated. Probably has something to do with nostalgia. So yeah, for this one, I'm gonna go with Inside Out. Why? Okay, here's the. I thought The Good Dinosaur was a better movie than Inside Out. Yes, controversial. Many people fucking loved Inside Out. I thought it was overhyped to shit, and that's the thing. That's the thing that kind of pisses me off. When something is overhyped to shit, and then I see it, and never like it's not the fact that it doesn't like it's just the fact like the people overhype it, and in that I get somewhat hyped. I'm like, I'm not gonna get too hyped. Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see this movie. But I'm like, yeah, okay, now I'm a bit more interested to see this movie. Like, it sounds better than I thought. Okay, and then I got a little bit hyped, and then I see him like, I don't see I mean, yeah, it's a good story, but I don't really see it. So yeah, so that's why I liked The Good Dinosaur a little bit more. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna say Inside Out is gonna win this one because fucking Pixar and Disney. That's why. I mean, there's really no other explanation. It's because fucking Disney and Pixar. Yeah. I mean, what else am I gonna say? I mean, that's why. I mean, what other movie could possibly win? Maybe Shaun the Sheep. I mean, I could see what is it, Hayao Miyazaki or whatever with Martin when Martin was there. I've never heard Boy in the World, and I tried watching Anomalisa for like 10 minutes, and I was again bored shitless. It looked like a cool movie, but I was bored shitless. So yeah. I may watch Anomalisa when I'm older, when I actually get it. So yeah. But to be honest, then again, I watched it like at a really late time, so who the fuck cares? Okay, best adapted screenplay. We have Adam McKay, Charles Rudolph, from The Big Short by Michael Lewis, and the movie is Big Short. We have Nick Hornby from Brooklyn by Colm Toblin for the movie Brooklyn. We have Phyllis Nagy from Pride of Salt by Patricia Highsmith for the movie Carol. We have Drew Goddard from The Martian by Andy Weir for the movie The Martian, and Emma Donahue from Room by Emma Donahue for the movie Room. So basically, the movies The Big Short, Brooklyn, Carol, The Martian, and Room. I'm gonna have to go with. I've only seen 3 of these movies, and one of them I thought was shit. So we're down to two. So we're between Room and The Martian. I'm gonna go with The Martian. I enjoyed The Martian more. I felt like Room was just like I have a hate love relationship with Room. Okay, I have a hate love relationship with Room. That's the thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with The Martian on this one for best adapted screenplay. Okay, so next up, we go to best original screenplay. Um, Bridge of Spies. Yeah, we have Bridge of Spies, and the writers are Matt Charman and the Coen brothers. We have Alex Garland for Ex Machina, Pete Doctors, Meg LeFau, John Cooley, and Ronnie Del Carmen for Inside Out. Sure. Tom McCarthy and John Singer for Spotlight, and Jonathan Hernon, Andrea Berloff, Esli Sadvit, and Alan Wenkus for Straight Outta Compton. Holy shit! So, another small rant. I know we're kind of getting off topic, but another small rant. You know how people say that this is just bullshit in a sense. This is all bullshit in a sense. How you know how they always in your industry are saying the Oscar so white shit. It's funny how even in the films that focus on minorities, such as Straight Outta Compton and Creed, they only focus on the white people. So it's a little bit more discriminatory in that. So as much as I want Straight Outta Compton, I want Straight Outta Compton to win. I want Straight Outta Compton to win. It's difficult because I'm torn between Ex Machina, Spotlight, and Straight Outta Compton, and I just want them. But then when you think about it, the people who are getting the award are a bunch of white people. You know what I mean? But then again, it's a movie. This movie is extremely undervalued. So I want Straight Outta Compton just to be like kind of the underdog to even just get one award. But then you have the same show with Ex Machina. I'm gonna. This is probably the most difficult decision. Original screenplay, in my opinion, is the most difficult decision out of all of them because. I mean, it's Spotlight. It deserves it, sure. Inside Out and Bridge of Spies could go fuck themselves because whatever, they're good screenplays, but they aren't the best. So between Ex Machina, I'm gonna go with Straight Outta Compton for this one. Yeah, I mean, I could see Spotlight and Inside Out winning the award for this one as well, but I'm gonna go with Straight Outta Compton for this one. So that Straight Outta Compton, crazy motherfucker's name in my school. Okay. Oh, I can't rap for shit. Now, best supporting actress. We have Jennifer Jason Leigh for The Hateful Eight. As Daisy Domergue. You have Rooney Mara. Aunt Carol as Teresa Belvitt. Rachel McAdams for Spotlight as Sasha Pfeiffer. Alicia Vikander for The Danish Girl as Gerda Wagner. She was nominated for the wrong role, by the way. And Kate Winslet for Steve Jobs as Joanne Hoffman. Okay. Alicia Vikander, she probably should have won. If she was going to be nominated for Best Supporting Actress, couldn't have been for the Robots and Ex Machina. Because I thought she gave one, female-wise, I thought she gave one of the best performances this year. So yeah, I mean, sure, she had like 5 movies this year. But I think that was her probably. I haven't seen The Danish Girl. I heard she gave a good performance in that one, but compared to the one she did in Ex Machina, it's completely different animal. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Kate Winslet as and Steve Jobs as Joanna Hoffman. I didn't even realize that was Kate Winslet till the credits rolled. That's the thing. I didn't even realize that was Kate Winslet. I thought that was some either a no-name actress or maybe some actress I've heard of. I'm like, yeah, I've heard of her, but she isn't too big. I was surprised when I heard that was Kate Winslet. And again, Steve Jobs. I'm surprised they didn't get nominated for like best original or for best screenplay. I'm not sure if it'd be original or adapted. So yeah, but shit, Kate Winslet. She really. That's why I'm choosing her. Because I didn't even realize it was Kate Winslet till after the movie ended. So yeah. That's him. Now for best supporting actor, you have Christian Bale as for The Big Short and Michael Murray. Probably the only real award this movie should be nominated for, because Christian Bale gave an okay performance at best, but whatever. Tom Hardy in The Revenant, Mark in The Revenant as John Fitzgerald. Let me just start over again. Christian Bale for The Big Short as Michael Burry. Tom Hardy in The Revenant as John Fitzgerald. Mark Ruffalo in Spotlight as Michael Resendez. Mark Rylance as in Bridge of Spies as Rudolph Abel, and Sylvester Stallone as Creed as Rocky Balboa. Who the fuck do you think is gonna win? Fucking Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa. Is like, is there any argument in this one? Let's be honest. Is there any argument in this one? I mean, sure, you could say, yeah, Mark Rylance, he did a pretty good job. I'm not gonna admit, Mark Rylance did a great job. Let's be honest. Sylvester Stallone brought it. Like, this is the best acting we've seen him in a long time. Okay, I mean, what has he been doing like in the past 5 years? What, The Expendables? Shit, yeah. I mean, it's an action movie. It's a fun action movie, but it doesn't have the best acting. Tom Hardy, he was. Oh, I'm surprised he even got here. Was he a great actor in the movie? Yeah, but yeah, whatever. Christian Bale, kind of surprised. Mark Ruffalo. The Spotlight as a whole is different. It's not really something you can put into best actor, best actress. They should make a category where it says best ensemble cast, because anybody could have been nominated for that. You know, there should be an award for best ensemble cast, because you have Rachel McAdams, Liv Schreiber, Mark Ruffalo, Michael Keaton, and just giving an award to all of them. Be like best ensemble, all of you, and then I don't know how that would work out, but I think they should make. I think if there's a category, they should put best ensemble cast, because that was more of what Spotlight was. That was more of an ensemble where everybody had more or less equal screen time. So yeah, Spotlight. So yeah, I'd go with Sly Stallone for this one. Again, just going to get one more thing, going off in that rant again. One of the few black movies that came out wrong, but one of the few movies that shows diversity, and they choose the white guy. So wouldn't he be Italian, to be honest? But whatever. I think Italian American. I don't fucking know. Okay, so next up, I am gonna go with Best Actress. We have Cate Blanchett in Carol as Carol Arid, Brie Larson in Room as Joy Ma Newsome, Jennifer Lawrence in Joy as Joy Magano, Charlotte Rampling in 45 Years as Kate Mercer, and Saoirse Ronan as in Brooklyn as Alice Lacey. Obviously, I'm gonna choose Brie Larson. To be honest, she's the only performance I saw this year from a Best Supporting Actress. I haven't seen Carol, haven't seen Joy, haven't seen Brooklyn. I didn't even hear of 45 Years by the time until this list came out. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Brie Larson, and honestly, she gave a pretty good performance in the second half of the movie. I have a hate-love relationship with that movie, so I hate the first hour of the movie. I fucking loved shit out of the second hour of the movie. So yeah, it's just weird. Now, Best Actor. We have Bryan Cranston in Trumbo as Dalton Trumbo, Matt Damon for The Martian as Mark Watney, Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant as Hugh Glass, Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs as Steve Jobs, and Eddie Redmayne in The Danish Girl as Lily Elbe and Aine Wagner. And obviously, I'm gonna go with Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston for Trouble. Like, who the fuck am I gonna choose? Okay, let's be honest. Leo fan. Okay, again, you could call me biased as shit, but of course I'm gonna go with Bryan fucking Cranston or fucking Eddie Redmayne or fucking Michael Fassbender or Matt Damon or some shit. I'm gonna go with Leonardo DiCaprio, my dog. And this is an award he fucking deserves right now. Okay, like, yes, you could make the joke. He's been nominated like 10 times or 5 times, or whatever. And like, compare this performance to all the other performances he's been nominated. And what is it? Something Grapes? Not Grapes of Wrath. When he was like 18, he was nominated. I forget what the movie is. Whatever. I know he was nominated for The Aviator, Blood Diamond, or whatever. And yes, those were also great performances, right? And Wolf of Wall Street, another great performances. But compare those performances to the one he did now. He almost died for this in this movie like several times. He said, "Yeah, I've almost died in this movie." So that alone shows how dedicated he is, and the Oscar has to go to Leonardo DiCaprio. I'll be surprised if it goes to anybody else. I think the only person who has a chance of stealing the award from DiCaprio is Matt Damon, and even after that, I'll be fucking surprised. If it goes to Bryan Cranston, I will show a fucking rant. If it goes to Bryan Cranston, I will promise you I will make a rant. Or Michael Fassbender, I promise you I will make a rant video for like 2 hours long saying why DiCaprio should have won the fucking award. I'll probably do something. Now, best director, we have Adam McKay for The Big Short. We have George Miller for Mad Max Fury Road. Alejandro G. Iñárritu or Alejandro González Iñárritu for the Revenant. Lenny Abrahamson for Room, and Tom McCarthy for Spotlight. I'm gonna have to say Alejandro G. Iñárritu for The Revenant. That's basically it. So you know who's gonna win Best Picture, basically. Let me just write this very fast. So yeah. So now we're on to Best Picture, the cream de la creme for the most part. So who will win Best Picture? We have Best Picture, The Big Short, Bridge of Spies. Now for Best Picture we have The Big Short, aka The Big Shit, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Mad Max Fury fucking Road, aka Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, Room, and Spotlight. So who is gonna win Best Picture? The Revenant. It's the best movie of last year. Okay. Yes, these are all some of the best movies of last year. I have to agree. Aside from Brooklyn, because I haven't seen Brooklyn. Okay, but every other movie. Okay, aside from Brooklyn, which I haven't seen, and The Big Short, which I fucking hated and put it in my top 10 worst movies of last year. The rest of these movies were actually Bridge of Spies. I thought it was a good movie. So whatever. But Mad Max, The Martian, Room, and Spotlight, and The Revenant. They were all in my top 10 best movies of last year. Either they were on the actual list or they were honorable mentions. Okay? Bridge of Spies. I actually wanted to put it in honorable mentions at the very least, but I'm like, compared to these other movies, I really enjoy it more, so it kind of got booted off honorable mentions. The Big Short is number 9 or 10 on my for worst of last year. So yeah. And then Brooklyn I haven't seen, but I have to go with The Revenant. Now, is there any other movie that could probably who has a likely chance of stealing? If there, the only other movies I think that could steal the award from The Revenant are Room, Martian, and Spotlight. I think those are the only 3 movies that could probably take away the award from the Revenant. Okay, I'm surprised Mad Max was nominated, to be honest, because of the type of movie it is. But whatever. And even after that, if you really want to narrow it down, I think the top 3 contenders: The Revenant, Spotlight, and The Martian. I think those are the top 3 contenders for this award. In my honest opinion, those are top 3 contenders, and I have to say The Revenant will win Best Picture. Best Picture goes to The Revenant. So that is my list, my discussion topic on who I think is going to win the 88th Academy Award or the 2016 Academy Award or Oscars or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So yeah, if you want to hear my predictions very fast, one more time, I'd have to say Star Wars: The Force Awakens for Best Visual Effects, Mad Max Fury Road for Film Editing or Best Film Editing, The Revenant for Best Costume Design, Mad Max Fury Road for Best Makeup and Hairstyle, The Revenant for Best Cinematography, or The Revenant for Best Production Design, Mad Max Fury Road for Best Sound Mixing, Star Wars: The Force Awakens for Best Sound Editing, Spectre's Writing on the Wall for Best Original Song, Star Wars for John Williams and Star Wars for Best Original Score. Sanjyas Super Team for Best Animated Short. Shok for Best Live Action Short. Body Team 12 for Best Documentary Short. Amy for Best Documentary Movie. Son of Saul from Hungary, Son of Saul for Best Foreign Film. Inside Out for Best Animated Film. The Martian for Best Adapted Screenplay. Straight Outta Compton for Best Original Screenplay. Kate Winslet and Steve Jobs for Best Supporting Actress. But Kate Winslet as Joanna Hoffman for Steve Jobs. In Best Supporting Actress. Sylvester Stallone as Rocky Balboa in Creed for Best Supporting Actor. Brie Larson for Room as Joy Ma Newsome in Room. Yeah, that came out wrong. Leonardo DiCaprio as Hugh Glass in The Revenant for Best Actor. Alejandro G. Iñárritu for The Revenant as Director for Best Director, and The Revenant for Best Picture. So that is it. That is my predictions. Holy shit! This is about to take about an hour long. Holy shit! I think this may be the longest video I've ever put up. I think so. I think there's maybe one longer, but fuck it. This is probably going to be within one of the top 5 longest videos I've ever produced. So yeah, sorry it took this long. I thought it was gonna take maybe half hour tops. It took a bit more over that. Sorry for the longevity of this video. And that is my predictions. If you want to see the full list, I'll leave it in the description below. Really excited to see. Now there is one question: what am I gonna watch? The Walking Dead or the Academy Awards? Because the Walking Dead comes out tomorrow. I'm gonna have to go with the Academy Awards. There's no fucking way in hell I'm gonna record the Walking Dead. Okay, I'm gonna record the Walking Dead. And just watch it on Monday. So yeah, but that is my prediction for the Academy Awards. Yay! Yay! So yeah, yay. And that is basically it for now. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Comment down below your thoughts on your predictions. Who do you think is going to win? Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.